Hi guys, I hope that you're all having a fabulous day. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share my newest handbag with you, but as you can tell from the title of this video, I sold a bag and those funds went towards this new beauty. So a one in, one out type of situation, but I wanted to share the details, what it fits, and also compare it to another handbag that I have in my collection because they are extremely similar. So I hope that you enjoy this video. If you do, make sure and give it a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get started, shall we? All right, so I heard you guys loud and clear during my last reveal video. You want to see the item first and then the story time. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. The bag that I recently purchased is the Chanel Deauville in the size small in the color beige with the champagne gold hardware. I love this color. I love the color combo. I think it is absolutely beautiful. All right, so before we get into a tour of it and sharing the details, let's get into the story time and how this bag came to be in my collection. Okay, so I recently sold my pink Deauville, this guy right here. As you guys know, I did have two large size Deauvilles, one in gray and this pink, and I love the pink. I thought it was beautiful. I especially like the fact that it had the metallic threads where it says Chanel, and I did use it. I just didn't use it as often as I did my gray one, and I think it really came down to the color. I just wanted something that was maybe a little bit more neutral, which is why I would always end up going for my gray one. Now, I had been thinking about selling the pink one for a while. It was just a matter of I knew that I wanted another Deauville, and it was a matter of waiting for the right color combo to become available, which is where this beauty comes into play. This is from the 22A collection, and the collection prior to this and this collection, the colors that they released, I thought they were all absolutely beautiful, and I was really intrigued by the small Deauville as well. So initially, I actually purchased this bag in the color Rose Claire. This guy right here. And when I got the bag, it was very different from what I saw in the pictures that the sales associate sent me because I expected it to be more of a baby pink, hence Rose Claire, but it definitely had more of a lilac, lavender undertone. And as you guys know, I'm not really the biggest fan of the color purple. So to me, it definitely leaned more towards purple than it did pink. Even though in certain lights, it looks like it's pink, but in real life, when I had it in my hot little hands, if you will, it was just, I don't know, it wasn't what I expected it to be because I do have a light pink wallet on chain, and I thought it was going to be very similar, but it definitely wasn't. So it went back, and I asked her if she had some of because they released two beige colors in the 22A collection, and she said that she had the darker one, which is this guy right here. So I was like, yes, let's do it. So I got the bag, and those warm and fuzzies definitely came about when I opened the bag, and I'm like, yes, this is it. This is absolutely it. Plus, it's like, okay, if the pink one before didn't work out, I should have known that maybe the pink one wouldn't work out the second time around, So I was very happy that I got this beige one because, like I said before, I love the details. I love the fact that it has the gold hardware, but I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And the pink one, I ended up selling it to Fashion File, and I got more than what I paid for it, which was awesome because I had the pink one for almost 5 years, and between selling it to Fashion File and the gift cards that I had, I ended up having to pay, I think it was $5.50 out of pocket for this bag. So not too bad. Obviously, the prices for the Chanel Deauvilles have gone up. They're not the same as they were 5 years ago, but still a little over $500 or $550 for a new Deauville in a new size in a new color, I think is pretty good. Plus, I see myself using this one a lot more than I ever did the pink one. So I am extremely happy. This bag definitely makes my heart sing. All right, so now let's get into the tour of it. I will also include some close-up shots so you guys can see the details a little bit better because I know sometimes it doesn't really end up focusing. All right, so as I said, this is the small size Deauville in the color beige with the champagne gold hardware from the 22A collection. On the front side, it says Chanel 31 Rue Cambon, Paris. There is a side view. There is the back side. There are no exterior pockets. There is another side view. On the bottom, it doesn't have any feet. The small sizes also come with two different handles. You have a longer chain strap that has leather woven in between, and then you also have another little leather portion for added comfort, and you also have the other leather dual handles if you wanted to hand carry it or use it on the crook of your arm. So shoulder carry or hand carry, and then a crook of your arm or hand carry, which I think is pretty awesome. And it does have a snap button closure that is very, it's usually, it's kind of hard to do this, but there we go. Let's see, there we go. Very secure. You don't have to worry that it's going to pop open or anything like that. So on the interior, this is what we got going on. You have one zippered pocket. It says Chanel made in Italy. And then you have two slip pockets there. One's larger than the other. And it also comes with a removable little pouch. The interior of this pouch is the same as the rest of the bag. There we go. So that is nice. And there is the key ring that you can remove this little pouch with. One side has the CC, and then the other says Chanel Paris. This little pouch was a major bonus for me because neither of the two Deauvilles that I had came with pouches, and I knew that there were Deauvilles after that did come with the pouches. So for me, I was super stoked about this. I was like, yes, I get a little pouch. And the fact that it is removable, I think is wonderful, because that way if you want to use this this little leather lanyard, if you will, or this key ring for a different pouch, you have that option. You don't have to necessarily carry this. Or this allows you the, you know, the chance to use this in other bags as well. So I was really stoked about that. And I will put the SKU information of this bag on the description box below. This bag comes in at $3,800 here in the States. All right, so two things. To me, the color of this bag reminds me of a couple things. It reminds me of the khaki for like a safari adventure. All right, I don't know why, but it definitely does. And it also reminds me of a Coca-Cola Icy. That's actually the one that it reminds me of the most. It's that shade of beige, or it's almost like that that very, very light brown. I don't know, but once I saw it, I was like, yeah, it definitely reminds me of a Coca-Cola Icy, and I am absolutely here for it. Plus, I like ices. Who doesn't like ices, right? Although the cherry one is definitely my favorite. Anywho, I digress. Okay, so there are some major differences between this small Deauville and the larger one that I have. Even though I love the larger one, and it's one that I use all the time, that gray one isn't going anywhere. And let me very quickly put a side-by-side shot of these two bags so you guys can see the size difference, because there's definitely a difference. And even though I like the gray one, I mean, I love the gray one and I use it often, it's not going anywhere, there are some details that I really do appreciate about this new small size Deauville. So first things first, I love the fact that it comes with leather woven in between the chain, because I think it makes it that much more durable. The larger one that I have has fabric throughout the chain, and even though I have put that bag through the wringer, sometimes I do find some pilling on the fabric. So again, I feel that with the leather woven in between, it definitely makes it a lot more durable. I also like the fact that it has a little leather part on the end of it. Again, it adds to the comfort of it and it adds to the durability of the bag as well. So I do like the fact, and I'll put these things side by side so you guys can see them as well. So I do like the fact that it has this. One other thing that I noticed is the zipper pull on the interior. On the gray one, you have the regular metal pull tab that says Chanel on one side, and you have the CC on the other. I love the fact that, I don't think I can bring this one up close, that this one has a little hanging CC. I love the detail of this. I think it is very, very nice. Check that out. So I love that. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Some of the, the backside of the chain straps are exactly the same as the others. The snap button closure is a little bit different. I actually think that this one is a lot more secure than my gray one. So I think that's a nice little addition as well. Now my gray one is raffia, and this one is mixed fibers. So this one you have, it's a very this bag will definitely lose its shape, especially if I don't use an organizer with it. It will turn into a beautiful mess because it is the fabric. Where it says Chanel, the CC, and the 31 Rue Cambon Paris, and even on the little pouch, all of that is in raffia. So it does have the mixed fibers, or the mixed textures, if you will. Not textures, but fabrics. No, not fabrics either. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. But I definitely think that the gray one has worn the way that it has because it is all raffia, whereas this one, as I said before, I can definitely see some pilling in the future the more and more that I use it. You know, even though I love it, I have to point these things out just in case you're also looking to add this bag to your collection. So I definitely see some pilling happening with this type of fabric versus the raffia. This is a little bit heavier than my gray one, but overall I really do like the differences. I think that you know, the fact that it has more leather, the fact that it does have more details throughout the hardware makes it, for me anyways, a really nice addition to my collection. And I love the size. I love the size because it's not enormous, although don't get me wrong, I love a big bag. We all know how I feel about big bags. I do think that this is a little bit more user-friendly. It's not as massive. It doesn't necessarily scream travel bag or beach bag or what have you. This is definitely a bag that you know, it's very similar to the Louis Vuitton Neverfull. Let me also include a side-by-side shot with this bag and the Neverfull MM because again, it's not a very massive bag, but it still fits quite a bit. The fact that I'm able to fit a laptop in here if you wanted to carry your laptop, and a few other things. I will show you guys just how much I can end up carrying in this bag. But I definitely think that an organizer would be best in something like this. Again, just because it's super slouchy and it will end up turning into that beautiful mess. But if slouchy bags are your jam and you're looking for a new larger tote, definitely check out the Deauvilles. I mean, I think these bags are wonderful. I am a sucker for Deauvilles. I think that they're beautiful. I don't know if it's because they're very casual, they're very me, you know? So this is right up my alley. I see this bag getting a whole lot of play and being put into rotation quite a bit throughout my collection, but I do think it's gorgeous. And like I said before, I love the fact that it does have the gold hardware because my gray one has silver hardware. So now I have both. But I think it is absolutely gorgeous. This new small size is amazing. And even though this might experience some type of pilling in the future as time goes on, again, because of the material that it is, I am still very excited about it. I love the color. My Coca-Cola icy beige Deauville. I think it's absolutely wonderful. And I really like the new details that this has compared to my larger Deauville. Even though I still love it, it's not going anywhere. I definitely appreciate these new details quite a bit. All right, so let me also show you guys what it looks like on my body frame. For reference, I am 5'5", and let me also show you what you can end up fitting in here, because as I said before, it is a little bit smaller, but you can still end up fitting a laptop in there if you wanted to, and quite a few other goodies because it is still pretty spacious. It's not like this itty bitty tote either. I mean, it is a tote after all. All right, you guys, so that does it for my reveal of the small Chanel Deauville in the beige with the champagne gold hardware. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope I was able to give you a little bit more information, especially if you're looking to add this bag to your collection. But if you enjoyed it, make sure and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys later. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not, the choice is yours. Have a great day.